Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull up bear, we adapt, typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.
That's right, guys, let's shake it up. Let's shake it up. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Good morning, good afternoon. Oh, crap, I forgot to do that part. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time is your time. It's always time to make this money. And let me always forget which one it is. Oh, not that. So here, going to the top. This one. Okay, let me just adjust this. I forgot to do this. Yep. And I do realize that I do have blue stuff on my face. You realize that. Courtesy of the Elgato prompter that I spend so much money on. How much money you say? I want to say about 300 bucks. And it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So I believe I got everything on. Now I gotta actually cover the monitor, which defeats the purpose. All right, so what doesn't defeat the purpose is my buddy Road Dog Crypto. He goes live every day right around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this guy's a hoot. Of course, don't let his appearance fool you. He does really nice TA, and of course, he's got a great community over there that gives out really nice coins that, man, I honestly, I've made some money on. My group has made money on, because these are coins I'm not even looking at. And his community will do different coins. He'll look them up. If he doesn't know about them, sometimes he'll do a deep dive on it. And I really strongly recommend you watching this guy. One of my buddies, he's my crypto buddy. So definitely subscribe to him. Make sure the notification bell is on to all. That's very important. And always like the videos. All right. So that's my buddy right there. Let's go to the Fear and Greed Index, and I'm switching it up a little bit. The Fear and Greed Index, let's go ahead and refresh this. This was, I believe, 24 earlier. Right now it's at 21. Extreme fear. This is what you want. This is what you want to see. Because, I mean, the prices are at a huge discount. Absolutely huge discount. Could it go lower? Sure. We're going to go over Bitcoin in just a moment. But when it's over here in extreme greed, that's when it's like you should be selling. Extreme fear, 21. I think I said fear. Extreme fear is what you want to buy. Doesn't feel good buying it. That's what you want to buy. And I've done this a few times already, and we'll go over it again too, in reference to buying the dip. And for those of you who always watch me, you're like, buying the dip again. We've already seen that so many times. It's super important, guys. It really is. Understanding how to buy the dip versus just hearing a YouTuber say, buy the dip, and you buy it, and then you buy the dip again, and then again, and then again. So I'm going to say hi to the chat in just a moment. But just to let you know, buying the dip is extremely important versus catching a falling knife. Next, we have the liquidity heat map. Let's go ahead and refresh this. What we want to do is we want to look at the 24-hour heat map, which that's what we're on right now. We have, man, really bright at 87.9 and also 87.790. We are printing a lower high. This again is on a higher time frame. And we're going to see if possibly it's time for it to roll over. We do have liquidations up top, 89.7, and then a little bit here at 90.1. So if I had to guess, just based off of this, no other TA or anything like that, I would assume that it would go down first, since it's already coming down, go down first to about 87.9 and then 87.7 before it goes up. If it goes up, but we'll see. Now that is on the 24-hour time frame. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame, and wow, look at that. I mean, we're pretty much dab smack in the middle. We have 87.9, also 87.7, up here 89.5, and then 89.7. Let us look at the crypto bubbles, and then while that's loading up, let's look at the chat really quick. All right, so let's look at the chats. Okay, and up first we do have J Violet. J Violet is the winner. She gets first place. Man, she was quick too. Then of course we have RS Miller in the house. RS Miller is a second place. Give it up for RS Miller, second place. Let's see, Geeks, give me a Coke. Let's see here. So happy y'all are here, guys. And then of course, third place we have Dylan. Dylan really close to second and first. All you guys are the best. All you guys are the best. So we have first, second, and third place. You guys are amazing, simply amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and catch up with the chat really quick. Now, of course, this is your 1 hour of free mentorship. If you have any questions regarding chart setups, how to enter trades, any questions regarding crypto, what was your biggest gain last season? Did you ever have a moon coin? How do you find moon coins? How do you just anything related to crypto? Please ask. Again, this is your free hour mentorship. The information you get is not something you can find on the website. Now, can you find some of it? Sure, of course. That's how I found it. But the main thing is the experience. That's what you're getting. You're getting the experience. And I give that to you. Let's see here. Going down the list. So happy you guys are here. Here. All Set says, knives? Where? All Set's a ninja. He catches falling knives. Very nice. Jay Violet says, here you go. Here's one. All right, let's see here. We got Wes in the house. What's up, Wes? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate you greatly. Here, going down the list. All right, guys. So if you have any coins or questions, please let me know. So let's go ahead and go over this. Let's look at the daily. This is crypto bubbles on the daily time frame. We did have, gotta get closer to the light. We did have a pretty good day today. You know, we had Maker plus 24, IP up 19, almost 20%. PIA up 18%. So all in all, it's pretty good. You don't want to chase these up. You definitely don't want to chase them. You want to let the trades come to you by setting alerts. And you'll see that whenever I'm doing any kind of setup, I'll say, oh, this one's not ready yet. Put your alert here, wait for X, Y, and Z. And then when it happens, then you can enter the trade. But if you try to front run it, you can make more money that way, but you're increasing your risk, which increases your profit. However, it also increases the risk of fake outs. So to reduce fake outs, you know, you want to go to a higher time frame, 4 hour, for example, and then you want to wait for the trade to come to you. You want to see if it broke above a certain level, and if there's a lot of candles that broke above it, and if they're gaining support. On the hourly time frame, we're starting to see them come down. Is Bitcoin coming down? Well, let's find out. Let us find out. Show enough. So this was from earlier. I posted this in my group. This is a 15-minute time frame on Bitcoin. When the price action was up here, do I have? Let's see. Yes, I have that one and this. Okay. So when the price action was up here, I was saying, you know, this little move is nice. I wouldn't be surprised if it does come down and bounce here, which is good. And if we come down further and bounce here, it's still fine. We just don't want it to break below this box. We break below the box, now there's a really high chance we're gonna break below this one and this one just coming down. And we don't want to see this. Now, right now, you know, give us a little bit of a break. Let us get some longs in, or some regular spot trades, and make some money that way instead of just on the shorts. Now, look at my thought process. And this is what's really important, is the whole thought process behind this. We have the price going up. The move from here to here, about 50% would be about here. The move from here to here, about 50% would be here. So what I'm looking for is any kind of move that goes about 50%. And then what's very important is the next move up. The job of this low is to break that high. So here it pulled back, it came up, and this pullback did its job. It broke this high, barely, but it did its job. Then it pulled back, breaking this low, which is fine, because again, a nice healthy retracement is to this level, or maybe even in here. It pulled back. It looked like it was going to bounce here, went into my box, which is good. That's what I want to see. And then didn't go as deep as I would like. I would like to have, for maybe around this area. I wonder if there's a way. I'm sure there is. Nobody's ever asked for it, but I'm going to do my crosshairs a little thicker. Do y'all prefer this? So put a 2 in the chat if you prefer the crosshairs to be this thick. Put a 1 in the chat if you prefer the crosshairs to be this way. So here's the thing. Put a 0 if it doesn't matter. Put a 1 if you want them like this. So let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. And I want to see. So this is how that would look. Here, this one is this. So don't start yet. Don't start yet. Don't start it yet. And y'all are probably already sorry, but don't start yet. Okay, so let me go ahead and take this off as well. We can compare them. So we have, I already forgot what the numbers were. We have this one as 1. This one as 1. This one as 2. Which do you prefer? And 0 is you don't care. It doesn't matter. 0, it doesn't matter. 0 equals doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. So J Violet says doesn't matter. Okay, good. 0's okay. 0, but 2 is also good. Okay. So then we'll keep it the way. We'll keep it this way then. Because I wasn't sure, because I was looking at other YouTubers, and sometimes it's kind of hard for me to see where they're pointing at. But if y'all are good with it, then good. I think mainly because they're going like really fast, and they may be on a lighter background. So that'll work. Thank you guys. Bunch of 0s. All right, good. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it coming down, and then it coming up. So now on this up, I really wanted to break this level. If it doesn't break this level, it's okay, as long as it doesn't break this level. Again, we're level by level. And it's coming up, it's coming up. If it would have turned over here, this would have been fine. More than likely bounce here, kind of like what I have drawn. See how this is? And then coming down here, which is fine. And then coming up, breaking this newly created high. This is what we want to see. And then a pullback, the pullback about 50% of this move, which would be about right here. Oh, right where it's at, right around this area. So it came down a little bit, went up, came down further, about the 50% mark from this move. And now it's trying to go up. As long as it breaks this level, we're good. We do not want it to come up and then, you know, the next candle break this level. That's what we don't want. So that's pretty much how I teach, literally level by level. Now, this is when we're looking for the move prior to the bigger move, or you can think of it, the move that is the beginning of a bigger move. Let's go to a higher time frame. So right now we're looking at a possible bounce. We're looking at a possible bounce. And that's because price action was coming down, lower highs, lower lows. Then here it broke up, but it could not find support. And then it broke this low. This is what we did not want. But not only that, but when it came down, it stopped here, which is okay. From this move way down here to up here, it went about 68%. This is about 50%. Went about 68%, started coming up, and then started rolling over. So now what we don't want to breaking this. Came down, tested it, came down, tested again. But notice the momentum. And this is what I trade on. I trade on momentum. I trade on the strength of the move. It came down, and then now this was the opportunity for it to break this level. And it didn't. It broke this level instead. And then when it did break the level, man, did it break the level. It just came down like nobody's business. You know, just breaking level after level after level after level. No stopping, no support, no nothing. And then it came down here. Now we have buying pressure. And now we have the possibility of a bounce. Now we won't know it's a bounce until we have more data. What's the data that we need? Candle bodies, candles closing. Right now we're on the 4-hour time frame. The higher the time frame, the better. Can we do this on the 15-minute? Sure. The 15-minute leads to the hour, which leads to the 4-hour. So what I would like to see, based off of this drop, where it was up here and it came all the way down, what I would like to see, and I don't think we'll see it, but this is what I would like to see, is for the price to come all the way up here, again, to our level, retrace to about here, which would be about 50% of this move, and then break this high. This is what I want to see. We need to come down more. That's what I want to see. Now, if it does not do this and it breaks a low instead of a high, well, now we're like, okay, it's more than likely reversing and it's going to continue this dump. So this is what we're looking for. And so right now, what we do not want to happen is a break of this level. And for this one, I will put this one in this color. We don't want it breaking 8,700. That's one thing that we do not want. If it breaks this, there's a really good chance that everybody's gonna start shorting, and I'd recommend everybody shorting as well. This would have been the bearish retest. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat again. See here. Going down the list. Hey, we got CJ in the house. What's up, CJ? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate you greatly. Let's see here. Very good. Going down the list. All right, Dylan says, hey, Joe, I was struggling for so long about internal structure and external structure. You mind explaining in your own words, please? Definitely. That is actually a great question. Now, of course, depending on who you watch, there's really two methods of it. I'll give you the one that's most often used, and then I may accidentally talk about the other one, but if I do, I'll let you know the difference. But yes, we can definitely do that. So market structure. Okay. Let's see here. Random traders in the house. What's up, random trader? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. All right. We got Julian in the house. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Very good. All right. So right now, what we don't want is we don't want to break at this level. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put an alert here. Inside these wicks, you know, I could put it underneath the wicks, but I'm just going to put it right here. And I'm going to put set an alert. And the alert is at 86,588. This is where my alert is. I don't want it passing this. Man, do I not want it to pass this. If it passes this, shorts. Right now, we just entered along, the VIP group and I, We just entered along, and right now, it's going up. It'll go up until it goes down, guys. And one of these coins, you know, you just got to do level by level. Right now, we're looking for a possible bounce. Could it roll over? Sure could. Sure. Speaking about that, let me go ahead and move my stop loss. Where is my stop loss? Bitcoin looks like it wants to go down. Here we go. 1 second. Let's go to a 15-minute time frame on Bitcoin. So let me go ahead and move up my stop loss here. Let me cancel my other entry. And then, you know what? I'm also going to take some profit. Oh, I forgot. I mean, 2 trades. So 1 second, guys. Well, let me show you what I'm doing. Let me show you what I'm doing. Let's see here. So this is banned. Now, again, with this one, it's a it started out as a $10 leverage, high leverage trading account, but I'm kind of cheating right now. Let's see, so let me take some profit off of this one. I'm kind of cheating right now. I'm doing low leverage, very low leverage. I'm afraid this is going to roll over, so I'm just doing lower leverage. So I'm in banned, and I entered it right here. This is on the 50-minute time frame. It broke above my VWAP. It broke above my 9 SMA. Entered it right here. Had a lower entry down here in case it was going to come down. I was hoping it would because it started pumping. I was hoping it was going to come down, but it never did. Started coming up, and then now if it comes down, well, I just secured a $1. I know what you're thinking. $1, that's nothing. This is from $10, and I've done this several times already. In this $10 to $25 to $35 back to $10 because it's such high leverage. To $40. I got it as high as like $52, and then at $35, and then right now I'm at, let's see, 36. So under 50. So that is that one. Let's look at Bitcoin just really quick, and then we're gonna go over your coins, and then we're gonna talk about buying the dip. And so right now, this is the 5-minute. Right now it's trying to break underneath my VWAP. Price action is underneath the 9 SMA. And right now it's just kind of battling. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. If it breaks this level, I've been trading it a whole bunch. If it breaks this level, more than likely it'll come down to here before possibly coming up. So this one, we won't mess with this one. We won't mess with this one. Okay, so I do thank you for letting me do that. Let's come back over here to this. Let's see here. So the first thing we're gonna do is a market structure. So let's do market structure. Let's go ahead and hide all of this. Let's just hide all of it. Go to here, and this, and that's hidden. This is hidden. Okay. So for market structure, what you want to do, and again, this is going to be very brief. We actually have a course in the VIP group. The course is roughly an hour, and this is from I believe it was I want to say like a 6-hour course. I actually bought 2 courses on market structure in addition to what I already knew. So it was a lot of money and a lot of time. There was one of them that I watched that was, I don't want to say a waste of time, but instead of 6 hours of video, if it would have been done professionally, as in not like a live stream and getting sidetracked like squirrel, it could have been done in about an hour. Oh my gosh. EW must be killing with the trades. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. Let's see here. EW says thank you. rode that short trade hard on Bitcoin last night till 5 this morning. I'm beat. There you go. Very nice, my friend. Very nice. And so it was 6 hours for this one of them. And man, I was really disappointed. I actually told him too. I was like, dude, like from a live stream, really? And you're charging that much money from it? It was, anyway. But there was some really good points in there. So like I didn't say anything about, anything. And I had to watch it because they don't do like, this is important. This is really, they're just talking and rambling and squirrel and talking and rambling. And anybody got questions and talking and rambling. And so I had to literally watch that like 4 or 5 times, 6 hours. That's a lot of time. And then same thing with the other one too. No PDFs, no outline, no cheat sheets, no nothing. So of course, for my group, I have it as a 1 hour video. I have cheat sheets and I have a PDF to where it walks you through everything. And so it's really, really simplified compared to what I had to go through. And it'll save you a lot of time. Now, with that being said, what we want to do whenever we're looking for external structure, the easiest way to think of this is the max points, the highest points, peaks, whatever you want to call it. Here, we have a peak. Then for this one, we do use the wicks. So just kind of give you a heads up, because normally when I'm doing my trading, I don't use the wicks. I use the kind of bodies. But for the market structure, you have to use the wicks. And then this is our lowest point. Then this is our highest point. Then this is our lowest point. Possible, because we don't know if there's going to be a pivot. So everything in between this is internal structure. So once again, it's pretty much like how you draw trend lines. You would draw your trend line something like this. For me, I'd use the kind of bodies. You do a trend line like this, and then you would do a trend line probably like this, because you're using the max points, and everything inside of it is internal structure. So that's pretty much the basis of internal versus external. Now, when you go to a smaller time frame, let's say the 4 hour, you can see more of the internal structure, all of the ups and the downs. And inside this, it's like having patterns inside patterns. And if that makes sense to you, then this next step will make much more sense. For example, you can have an inverse. Did that happen again? No freaking way. Wow. Did pretty good. Told you I'd share. Wow. Thank you, man. Wow. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Giver's gain right there, buddies. Giver's gain, everybody. Wow. I was like, why did it go again? That's crazy. Thank you, man. Made my night. Shoot, man. So here we have, let's say this is on the 4 hour time frame, and we can have a inverse head and shoulders. And inside of this, let's say on this leg right here, we have a, let's say we have a bull flag. So this would be the internal versus the external information that you can see. Same thing with this stuff here. So let me go ahead and clear all this. So what we want to do first, just to make it really easy, is we want to identify on a higher time frame, because on the higher time frame it's much easier. You want to identify your peaks. So for this, what I would do is make sure my magnet tool is on. And for me personally, I would do, because I love the kind of bodies. I would do the candle bodies and the wicks. And this would be your external structure. Now, this is one way that people do it, where they use the wicks as one of their levels. The one that is used most often, and I probably should have started with this one, the one that's used most often is the candle body close. So this one goes with the way I teach. I teach candle body close. Now, the reason for this is because if you do see a wick, then this is what's known as a swing failure pattern, or SWF, swing failure pattern. And this is telling you that there's selling pressure and the price might go down. Doesn't mean that it will, just saying that it might. And for this example, the price did not go down. Price came up. Now we're having more wicks and more wicks. So this is just telling us that there's selling pressure. And now we're having more saying that it might go down, and it does go down, came back up again, and coming down. So once again, with the market structure, what you want to see is the candle body closes, and then also be aware of the wicks, because the wicks are going to also help you out. Then we can go to the lowest point, which would be, we can do here, because this would be the start. So this is a high, then this is a high, then this is a low, and then we don't really have any lows after this with the candle body closes. We have this one here, but it could go lower. So this is telling us that based off of market structure that we're going down. And the reason for that is because anything inside this is internal structure. And if it breaks this is saying that we're no longer, but here's the thing though, this is the start of it. It doesn't mean that it will happen, but now it's much higher likelihood that it will. For the reason being, we broke structure. Here we had a wick saying, okay, it tried to, but it couldn't do it. More than likely, we're going to go up because of buying pressure went up. Buying pressure went up. Buying pressure went up. Buying pressure went up. No more buying pressure. And now it's coming down. So this is the very first sign to say that we are going to the downside. Does it mean that we will? No. Right now we are pretty about 85%. No, I'm gonna say 95%. No, I'll say 90. I want to give some hope. I'm gonna say 90% sure that this is the start of down. Yeah. Don't want to say it. Don't want to say it. So based off of market structure, as long as it's inside here, it's fine. If it breaks above, it's a continuation of the bullish pattern, bullish market structure, because we're breaking the highs and closing above the highs. If we break below this, then this is saying we're going to start coming down. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. And then what you can do, this is your internal structure. All this right here. Right now, because this happened, this is now saying that we broke this with a candle body, and now we're going to start coming down. Now, there's more to it than this. You do have your levels that you have to also see in here. And these are also pivots. You know, you have here to here to here to here. And what you're doing is whenever it's called extension legs, but that's more along the lines of wow. EW, you must have made a lot of money on that trade. Good Lord. Keep on watching, man. I'll make you more. Not financial advice, of course. That's crazy. Hey, we got Road Dog in the house. I was just talking about you, man. Just talking about you. Or at the beginning of the show. Let's talk about you. Let's see here. EW says 2 to 5 a.m. was the best action, but I couldn't hardly keep my eyes open anymore. I've been up for 20 hours and had to go. Wow. You went to work? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, so in reference to market structure, I mean, there's more information on it, but that's more so in my group. I do have a video. It's in the Patreon group if y'all are interested in it. And this one, let's see here, Patreon. If y'all are interested in that, you can go to the Patreon, and in there, there is the but it's for sale though. I gotta warn you, it's for sale. It's actually cheaper just joining the group because you have access to that video and all the other videos that I make. Just kind of give you a heads up. But if you don't want to join the group, you just want the video, well then you can buy it on there. But yeah, I save you a lot of time with my video. But I talk about extension legs and breaking the lows, and then if so, then you have a higher chance of continuation here. But just to keep it simple, is what I teach. Because I teach market structure. I teach market structure without giving you all the complicated terms. And basically, when we do this, when we break this is saying it's going to come down. You know, you're getting short if you like. If it does this number, well, then it's going up. I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, it breaking this level. But if we have a wick, this is saying that there's selling pressure and it might go down. Doesn't mean that it will, but it might. So all this stuff, I am literally, now, I'm going to refer to myself as this, but I have been called this many times. I am literally like Mr. Miyagi. I give you a paintbrush, I give you a bucket of paint, and I say, paint the fence. And you go and you're painting the fence. I say, sand the floor. And you go and you start sanding the floor. And when it's all said and done, when you're actually trading, you're like, oh, okay, I see it now. And without all this is an extension leg. And then what you want to do is, if you see a swing failure pattern, then this and this. And then if you have this, then you want to have this as your strong low, and this as your weak high, and this as your weak high and your strong low, or vice versa, strong high and weak low. Instead of doing all that nonsense, I show you this. Mr. Miyagi style. Mr. Miyagi style. Boom. Simple. But if you want to know all the terms and everything, well then it's in the video. But I just keep it simple. But in reference to the market structure, this is screaming that we're going down because it broke this level. Now, when it didn't break the level, well, this is all internal structure. And then what we do is we go to the 4-hour time frame, and then we go and we look at this, and then we plan out our structure based off of the 4-hour. And then same thing, you know, we get our high just here, and we want a candle body to close above it, like how we teach, not a wick. That's how we teach, because the wick is just saying that there's selling pressure and it might come down. And then what we're doing is we're getting the lows. And here would be, let me just draw it. So here's our high, then it comes down. Here's our low, here's our high, here's our low. Then we need a high, and this is when we lost our strength. That's when we lost our strength. And we don't need this to cross. And it did. Because now this is our internal structure. And it can travel in here as much as it wants, up and down, up and down. But once it crosses this level, watch out. Because now it could potentially come here, and what we're looking for is a bounce. We're looking for a bounce on this higher time frame market structure to come up. And here's one of our levels. And of course, you go to a lower time frame. And then on the very last leg, you're looking for same thing. Your high, your low, your high. You want it to cross this with the candle body close, not a wick. You don't want this. This is a check mark. This is an X, because this is showing weakness. And it comes down to the strength of the move and everything else. We don't want it crossing this. When it crosses it, so this is actually giving us the forewarning prior to the larger time frames, hoping that it bounces here, and it didn't. Hoping it bounces here, and it didn't. And you just go like that, down and down, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute. Right now, same thing. You know, you could go right here, it's fine, 1 hour time frame. We have this level. Let me delete some of this. So same thing. We now have this level right here. Delete this as well. We have our low, and we had a high up there. Then this is our next low. This is our next high. So we need it to cross this level in order for us to start being bullish. It has to be a candle body close. It cannot be a wick. If it's a wick, this is what they call a swing failure pattern, which is just a fancy word of selling pressure, and it might come down. Doesn't mean that it will, because the very next candle could be like this. And then now the structure, it's called break of structure, BOS or BOSS. But again, like all those words, you don't need. All you need to know is candle body must close above the line. And when it does, boom, you're good. Does it mean that it won't come down? No, it can come down anytime it wants. Here, this is what we don't want it to cross. All this that I'm showing you is literally paint the fence, sand the floor. We wanted to break this level to go up, of course. We don't want it to break this level. This is our external structure on the 1 hour time frame. All this is our internal structure. It can do whatever it wants. As long as it does not break down, we're bullish. If it breaks up, we're bullish. If it breaks down, bearish. This is that. Let's see here. So let me know if all that made sense. I know it was a lot. I kind of summarized a whole bunch of information, but it's basically the lows and the highs. That's what it basically is. And right now, we did not want to see this. Now, could it bounce? Yes. So what I was doing is I was waiting to see if we got something like this. It's already been a day. I wanted to see if we're going to get something like this, where it comes down, everybody starts shorting, and then it goes up. That's about here. Comes down, it's up. Very, very drastically. Getting all the liquidations from the shorts. So, I mean, this kind of just started. We close here. We did have this candle. We have buying pressure. This doesn't mean that it will go up, but this is hope for us. This is hope. All right. Dylan says, it did. Thank you for explaining, man. You're amazing. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. See, Allset says, Joe, you can take that. The Allset says, Joe, you can take that another level. You want me to make it difficult? I'll make it difficult. I got no problem with that. No, but in my video, man, And if y'all are interested, guys, if you're interested in my group, Trade Intuition, Trade_Intuition, very important, Trade_Intuition on Telegram, send me a message, and I have a video of what the group entails. I believe I added 2 more groups, and I didn't charge any extra. Other people, they charge extra for the more groups they have in there. But we added some extra groups, and I mean, just ask about it. I'll show you the video. If you like it, great, no pressure. So give you a heads up. Let's see here. Let me see if I can catch up on this chat. I don't think I missed anything. Julian says, Joe, what is y'all's take profit? Don't know what you're referring to. You always have to do the who, what, where, when, why with me. Very important, because if not, I have no idea what you're saying. None. Let's see here. Julian says, when you get a chance, can you look at XRP for local targets, please? Yeah. So we covered market structure. We're going to cover buying the dips again, because I think that is extremely important. We've basically been talking about this for the past few days now because of these dips. So let's talk about buying the dip. So what is the difference between this and this? And let's say you bought the dip and then more price action happened. Like, oh, then you bought the dip again. All these YouTubers, all these influencers buy the dip, but they never say how. They just say buy the dip. Then it goes up and then it comes down again. And you're like, oh crap. And then you buy the dip, now on the uptrend, and then it comes down again. And on this one, you bought here, and now this is buying the dip. This is catching a falling knife. And this is when influencers and YouTubers don't explain buying the dip. Buying the dip, the only difference between buying the dip and buying the bottom or buying a falling knife is what happens afterwards. Does it go up? If so, then you bought the dip. But if it continues down, you caught a falling knife. So what we want to do to decrease the probability of catching a falling knife is we have to wait for the structure to break. Basically how we were talking about here. So all of this, it's like a puzzle. And what I do is I show you the picture of the box of the image you're supposed to use for the puzzle. Everything I'm showing you, it's the picture. That way you can get all the blues together, all the greens together, all the whatever color, and it's much easier to put those puzzle pieces together. Now, the way I teach, I literally have like a 36-piece puzzle versus what other people teach, in my opinion, a 10,000-piece puzzle. And my puzzle pieces are big. I'll give you a heads up. But this is the difference between catching a falling knife and buying the dip. What happens afterwards? You want to buy the break. Now, notice I did not buy here. Why didn't I buy here? Because this level is really close to it. So this says, nope, we got to buy right here. This is buying the dip. This is catching a falling knife. Because you keep on buying and buying and buying. They tell you buy the dip and you're buying it, but they're not telling you how. What I do, who, what, where, when, and especially the why. That's what I do here. Goal is to make you money, and I hope I'm doing it. All right. So I hope that helped. Let's get rid of this one too. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this. Let's catch up with the chat. Catch up with the chat. I believe. Okay. Hey, we got Jono in the house. What's up, Jono? We got Sin. What's up, Sin? Appreciate you guys being here. You guys are the best. If you haven't already, definitely smash the like. It does help support the channel. Watch my video, guys. I have so many videos. It's ridiculous. We've had a lot of new members, which is amazing due to the memberships that have been gifted, especially these past few days. So I just want to thank everybody for gifting memberships. You are truly changing lives. Why? Because I do special videos for my VIP group, and then I trickle down those videos to the YouTube members. Again, I want you guys to make money. Here we have an emergency update. This was done like at 2 in the morning, something like that. When the market just started coming down, I was like, all right, guys, this is what we're doing. So I give that to my VIP and I put it here too. Very important. And of course, the higher tier you are, the more you get. Just makes sense. But I have a lot for the lowest tier of memberships. So if you're curious on kind of what we do in the VIP, this is a great way. Now, sometimes I show you some of the charts that we're working on. Wink, wink. Joe, you forgot to wink. Wink, wink. So I'll give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So yes, like, and not only that, not only these member videos, but these shorter videos right here, I sometimes clip them. I clip videos from the streams. Takes a lot of time, so I try not to do it too much. But I clip videos from the stream, and these are very important segments. Like everything I think I do is a lot of nuggets that I give you. So instead of watching the whole stream, here's like a little portion of it, which is going to make it's pro tips. That's all they are, pro tips. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see here. Ooh, my link trade is coming down. Julian says, great explanation, Joe. Thank you. Road Dog says, yes, better luck buying dips in an uptrend than a downtrend. Yeah, if you don't know how to buy the dips, buying the dips in an uptrend it's kind of like, man, oh, Bitcoin, should we short you? Should we short you? We're shorting when it crosses this. I'm wanting to front run Bitcoin. So buying the dip in an uptrend is much easier than buying the dip in a downtrend. In the downtrend, you have to know what you're doing. Banned Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin. Let me just do a really quick one, and I'm just gonna do it right here. It's gonna be high leverage. I'll probably get stopped out. Okay, I want to do high leverage. I'll do it here and copy. My leverage, I'll do 50. So nothing too crazy. I don't recommend anybody doing this. And my stop loss, I'm doing a short. I'll lose $1. Nope, I can't do 50. Dang it. 20, 25. Okay. I lose 40 cents. Want to lose a max of $1. No, I lose 50 cents. Okay. We'll do this. I'll go open short. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because right now it is underneath our 9 SMA. It's kind of struggling right here off of my level that I had, and which that level is actually causing support. Did it take it? Darn it. I hate that. I normally do markets for Bitcoin just because it moves and I'm doing very high leverage, but hopefully it'll take it. I'm sure it'll take it. And potentially about to break the blue line, which is my VWAP. And that was my thought process when this was happening, but now it's actually happening. And we got 5 minutes. We'll see if it takes it. I got to get out of my link. Yeah, I got to get out of them. Close. And then I'm going to get probably out of my band. Band is doing okay. I'll move up my stop loss really tight. Come on. Move up my stop loss really tight. Okay, I'm set. Go back to Bitcoin. And that one didn't take. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can take it. Okay, so put this back over here. Let's come back to this. All right. So let's see here. Crypto says, do you have a Palau ID? Allegedly, possible. Allegedly, it might be on my desk. Possible. I love Mexi. I love me some Mexi. Let's see here. Allegedly. I allegedly love Mexi. So let me go check the chat again. Okay, going down the list. Okay. Is here. Just confirming no questions. Going down the list. Okay, also it says strong, add ICT strategies to that and golden. ICT, I always forget that means. I forget what that means. Once you tell me what it is, I'm sure I'd use those strategies. There's a lot of strategies that I use. I like the puzzle analogy. Oh, thank you, my friend. Yeah, I use a lot of stories for my stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, so buying the dip in an uptrend. So let's go over that again. So let's say we're in an uptrend. So it's doing this and this and this, and it's coming down. And like buy the dip. Well, you buy the dip, and there's a really high chance that it's going to keep on going up because we're in an uptrend. We're in the bull run, bull market. Everything is like crazy good. You don't even need to know any. You can just, oh, it went down 30%. I'm buying. Boom, done. But when you're in this downtrend or a possible reversal, what you want to do is you want to buy actually here to go long. Could you buy here? Sure. But since you have this, I mean, even if you did buy here, you can get rejected here and then come down, and now you have a double top. So yeah. Dang it, and I didn't get that entry. Oh well. Oh well, gosh darn it. And like that was a perfect entry. That was a perfect entry. But I would always forget, because I was trading it so much today that I was having lower entries and everything, trying to, get the best I could. But normally what I try to do is just market, because I'm using normally it's like higher leverage, like 87x leverage. So as it's moving, boom, I get it, and it keeps on coming down. So I'm already in profit. But this one I missed it. Oh well. Joe, if it's oh well, how can we keep on talking about it? Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Let's see. Road Dog says I need one. It's really easy. You go to their website. Oh, I will send you my referral link. It doesn't do anything. It gives me points. I don't know why. I think it gives me points to like hotels. I don't go anywhere. But I'll send you the link. So check your Telegram. I'll send that after the show. So send Road Dog ID info. But yeah, it's good. And actually messed up when I allegedly did it. It was just an because the default is driver's license on MEXC, and it's like, oh, I guess guys, I'm not gonna get it. But since it knew the ID number, it registered it as an ID instead of a driver's license, so it's pretty cool. I mean, all that probably didn't make any sense, but it's okay. So here, Road Dog says, but hoping US isn't shunned by exchange in the future. Yeah. See, you can get tools for clips. It doesn't work. I tried it. I paid for them. And since I do like here, like I'm talking and everything, but if I'm showing you something like right here, what it does is it'll clip me. And then where I'm trying to show, it'll show like something over here, or I've tried it, and I've paid for services too. Then I actually pay for people to help me, and it's like maybe Maybe when or it gets better, man, because right now it's like no. And I have people that offer to help, but I know people are busy. Like people are really busy. You know, they got family, they got friends, they got moms and dads, and so I get it. But let's see here. What else? So we're talking about buying the dip, market structure, XRP. Let's do some XRP. So this one moves quite a bit. My alert went off. I notified my group. I said, be careful with these guys. Don't FOMO. And I'm the voice of reason to the group. Don't FOMO, guys. Right now, the alert went off. It moved 24% in one day. What do you think is going to happen? Look at all these candles. This is going to happen. Maybe not to that extent, but there's going to be a pullback. And the pullback I'm looking at is at least here. So it might go up a little bit more, but don't worry, it's going to retrace. It has to. It can't go straight up. And then when it does, if you're interested in this coin, what you can do is you can enter on a lower time frame, like something down here, you know, where it does this number. Boop, you enter. Higher risk than entering on a higher time frame, but you're entering much lower, and hopefully it continues going up. Now in the bullish market, man, these are going to be our bread and butter. Man, we're gonna make so much money, crazy. In the bearish market or in a downtrend, it's higher risk because they can always roll over. Give you a heads up. Let's see here. So let's go into this. See, editing sucks. That's why we stream. Yeah. Like I hate editing so much. And it's funny too, because I'll get a topic, I'll do research, 20, 30 minutes. I'll have all my tabs open where I'm gonna do it. I'll record, I'll pause, I'll get my thoughts together, I'll record, I'll pause, I'll record, and then I'll mess up, and then I'll say it again, I'll mess up, and I'll say it again, mess up, I'll say it again. And so it's like a 30-minute video with 15 minutes worth of content. Then I gotta go and I gotta chop it up. The AI for the chopping up helps out tremendously, and it saved me at least 50% of the time. Then I get that, then I gotta take out the parts that don't make sense. And then I gotta do a thumbnail, and then I post it, and then I get 8 views and 4 spam comments. Can you help me with my wallet? Here's my passphrase. It's like, wow. Recorded for 30 minutes, edited for 2 hours, got 8 views, 4 comments, and they're all from scammers. And then I go and I cry. And I'm crying. There's no crying in crypto. Okay, there is. Not bad. Let's see here. EW says, I can imagine how daunting it is to edit videos. Yeah. Crazy. You get it faster. I say you get faster at it, EW, after a while. Yeah, you do. It still sucks. All right, so let's look at XRP, USDT, MEXC. Let's go. All right, so this is just my thought process right here. So our alert did go off, and we would have entered the trade. It would come up and down and up. We don't want it to break this level, and it did. More than likely, we get stopped out. There's your trade. So let us delete this. 12 drawings and get out of here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's zoom out a little bit. This is looking pretty good. So what I would do is just do. Now, some people, I think I mentioned it before, if you squint your eyes really tight, you shake your head really fast, you spin around in your chair 20 times, and then you look at it, you might see a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. You might. I don't. I mean, I see patterns, but I trade support resistance trend lines. So what I do is I make sure my magnet tool is on. Oh, Road Dog. When you click on the magnet tool, it turns blue. If you turn it off or click it again, it's not highlighted. So when you were doing yours with your ray tool, it wasn't on. You clicked it, but I don't know what happened, but it turns blue. And then you go, and I love the ray tool because there's no, you can't alter it. Like here, I'm gonna go wick to wick. So it snaps in place. And then I go here, snaps in place. And then if you wanted to like really snap in place to make sure, you just extend your chart and then it snaps. Because now it's like, oh, that's where you want. So I'll give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see here. All right, so let me go to my horizontal rate. We're gonna do the candle body close, and it matches up perfectly to that. We're also gonna do this level right here, which it's right underneath resistance. And this actually is creating a zone. We have this level right here. So, I mean, we don't need to do this, but let's just get fancy. Let's get fancy with it. So we're gonna go from here to here. We're gonna send this out. We're gonna lower the opacity on this so we can actually see what's going on. So right now, would I buy? No, sure wouldn't. Why? Not only is it under this, so it's in resistance, but it's in this box. Now, it just created a really nice liquidity. Now, here's a word that I really, really don't like. Liquidity. Liquidity has like 4 or 5 different meanings. I don't like the word. I really don't. What is liquidity? Well, liquidity is several things. Liquidity is when you see wicks. Wicks like this. That means there's a lot of buying pressure. Whenever you're buying, you have to buy from somebody, and you're buying from the market makers. So the market makers are actually selling to you. So they're selling and 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 selling. Well, eventually they want to collect on some of their money. Not all of it, not all at once, more than likely. And so what they do is they bring the price down. So when they bring the price down, now they're doing, people are selling because now the price is coming down. Like, oh crap, let me take my profit, or let me sell, or my stop loss is getting hit. And now these are now it's going the opposite way. Now these are the sell orders that the market makers are putting, and you're buying them. You're buying. So as the price comes up, the market makers, it's in their best interest at some point to bring the price back down to collect on this money. Then they flip it around and now it starts going up. So because it's going up, they're taking all this money that they just did to when these people were selling. And so it's an endless cycle. Now, granted, do they have to come down for this? No. Did they come down for this? They sure did. How? When they did these wicks. So that's one form of liquidity. People have, boxes here. They call this liquidity zones. All this is selling pressure due to the wicks. There's also a liquidity heat map, which shows a lot of stop losses or areas of liquidity. What is liquidity? Liquidity is when you're doing futures and your money turns into liquid, literally going down the drain. You have zero left. So that's what liquidity also means. What else? I think those are the only ones I can think of right now. But I don't like that word. And everybody uses it. Liquidity. What is it? I don't know what it is. Well, hopefully now you do. All right, moving on. So with that being said, right here on the daily is really nice liquidity. This is an area of interest to the market makers to bring it down to this. They don't have to, but it's an area of interest. So they might. Just like all of this right here was liquidity. This was liquidity, but this wick took out all this. Then you have all of this liquidity, but then this candle bodies and wick took out this. This is an imbalance. All these fancy words. This is an imbalance. What does that mean? Fair value gap. What is that? FVG. So what this is, we want to see price do this. Taking at least 38% of this move up to about 50%. This is healthy. You're still leaving liquidity here, and it's okay. The market makers don't have to take all of it, because as it's coming up, it's creating liquidity on the way up. So here, all this right here is liquidity. Again, you can only buy from someone who's selling. You can only sell to someone who's buying. So all here are sell orders that the market makers are selling you, so that the price can go down. You're getting stopped out. You're shorting. You're closing your trades. Whatever you're doing, price is coming down. Now, because of that, price is going to come up to get these orders. Now, here is a block because this already happened, and it took up some of these orders right here. So as it's coming down, it's creating liquidity. As it's going up, it's creating liquidity. So the market makers can go anywhere they want. Here, they don't have to come down for this, but they can. Or they can just come up and get all this liquidity. And it's wherever there's an empty space. And hopefully this shows you the empty space. Like this right here, these wicks. People refer to this as a liquidity area. I just say sell pressure. An area of possible reversal. The price action comes up here and then comes down. Now, some people call these magnets. There are no magnets in trading. No. It's an area of interest. Market makers could bring it up to here, and it only makes sense. I mean, you give it enough time, price will eventually go up, unless it's a rug. Does it have to come down here? Nope, sure doesn't. Can it? Yeah, sure, of course. And when it does break this level, the first thing everybody's going to say is, oh, the market makers are coming for this liquidity. Now you know what they mean. All right, moving on. Let's go and delete all this stuff. Let me know if all that makes sense, guys. Let me know if all that makes sense. Okay. Let's see here. EW says, I tried to edit a video for a warranty company at work. It was only 3 minutes, but it took me an hour. Yep. EW, you know exactly. Yeah, I do shorts. And it's like a 1 minute video, and it literally took me like 15, 30 minutes to do. And that's because I'm not even trying to do it professional. I'm just trying to chop it up real quick just to get it out there. But yeah. Needless to say, I don't edit videos for warranty work. The professionals do it, yeah. See, Road Dog says, Joe always has the best trading view tips. Probably accounts for 60% of my trading view knowledge. Thank you, man. J Violet says, fair enough. My videos had no charts, so it worked for me. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So back to this. We're looking at this. Let's go over here. But let me know if that made sense as far as liquidity goes, because everybody says it. And I asked TradeFly, but he was doing the heat maps, so he explained the liquidity on the heat maps, and dude absolutely killed it. I think it was like 2 days ago. Absolutely killed it, like showing you literally how to trade using the heat maps. And my question was, once you take up liquidity, don't you create liquidity? But since he was doing the heat maps, I guess he was focused on only the heat maps. But here, liquidity is made every move. Give me a heads up. EW says, yes, it makes sense. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, for me, just seeing if this is if people are comprehending it, it means the world to me, because again, this is what I do. Like if I do something that doesn't make sense, please let me know. That way I can say it a different way. So here we have our levels, and let's see here. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour, we do see it coming down. Not a problem. What would be healthy? So this is our resistance zone. So this is a zone that we have a pretty high chance of getting rejected, or at least hopefully slowing down. And if we don't, well, then when we come up here, there's a really nice support zone. Now, what I like doing is I like using the fib retracement tool. Now, granted, I can eyeball it, but what I would recommend is for everybody, make sure the magnet tool is on and just see where the 50% level is, right down here. So for me personally, I would like to see it go to the 382 to 0.5. This is where I would like to see it. So I would like to see the price come down, and this is healthy. Price come down to about here, come up. And then now, because it broke this level, because now it's creating a pivot, again, wax the floor, paint the fence. Now what we're doing is we create a pivot here, and we're entering here. Nice and easy. And we have a much higher likelihood of it continuing to go up because it broke this resistance. Now, can you put a lower bid here? Sure. Here? Sure. You can put it wherever you want. Can you do it here in this liquidity zone? Sure. So, and this is what a lot of people do. This is what I do as well. Like for me, whenever I'm doing my buy zones, you'll see me doing this from the candle body close to the wick. This is a liquidity area. This is an area of interest. This is where there was a lot of buy orders that went up. So what I do is since I know that, I make this a buy zone. And then I have, somewhere kind of up here, you don't want to get every single little last drop of profit. You want to make sure you get the coin. So I will put a marker about right here, kind of towards the 1/3. Like if you were to divide it into 3, like I normally put mine about the 3rd area, and I would just put lower entry. And this is where my lower entry would be, because I know this is an area of liquidity and liquidity. And hopefully it'll come down there. Does it mean that it will? Nope. There's times where it comes down and then it bounces somewhere here and it goes up, or it just misses my stuff and goes up. That's fine. We we do this and we get it. Road Dog says, so the only magnet on the chart is the one on TradingView. I like it. Yes. Yeah, there are no magnets. It's an area of interest. For me personally, like the mind is very powerful, and trading is psychological. If you tell yourself this is a magnet and it's going to the moving average, or it's going to the VWAP, or it's going to the point of control, and you tell that to yourself over and over and over again, well, anytime you see a VWAP, that's not a good one. Anytime you see a moving average, here's my 200. It's going to go to the 200. Now, granted, will it go there? Sure, more than likely, if the price action goes up. If the price action goes down, well, then this is a moving average. This is an average of the candle body closes. So this will continue coming down until eventually the average closes, gets closer to the price action. So just to let you know. Now, another thing, so support resistance, 1 second. Let me see. Bingo banjo. Yes. Got filled. Thank you, Road Dog. So yes, it did get filled. Right now we are down. That's fine. We're down. Do I have a stop loss? Yes, I have a stop loss. So my stuff did get filled, and hopefully it gets rejected. Now, granted, this was just what I was going to say in reference to moving averages. These are a form of support resistance. Now, the strength that these have, I would give it like a 4. And the reason being is because, well, price can go right through it. This is an area, but price can also bounce from it. So it in a sense, it is a form of support resistance, but the strength to me is a 4 out of 10. And the reason being is because these are averages. These are the close average. And these levels that I have, these are much stronger than moving averages, because the moving average is an average of the candle body closes. It's very fluid, it's changing, versus something that is right here. Boom. You know, you have these levels. These levels don't change. The kind of, if you're doing different time frames, so the 4 hour, you'll have different levels than a 15 minute. All right, move it up. So yes, this is what I want to show. All right, thank you. Let's put this back over here. And let's go back to this. And then now, let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's go to this. And let's adjust this window. Not sure if that's going to be too much of the screen taken up. I just got to be aware of it. You know what? I can actually put this lower. Boom. I like it. All right. Let's see here. So XRP, I think it's going to come down. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Now, what we're doing is we're looking at the pivots. So the price came down. Very nice buying pressure. Came up right at resistance. Beautiful. Came down. Perfect. About 50% of it. Very nice. I like it. Coming up, broke this level, showing strength, which is good. And then it had a very small retrace. I would have liked to have seen the retrace here. So about 50% of this move would have put it about right here. It didn't come down that much. It came down about 30%, 38%. Then it came up, making a lower high. Watch out. Danger. Danger. And now it's coming down. If it breaks this level, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Because now the measurement from here to here for 50% is right around this level. So it's okay if it comes down to here and breaks this very weak pivot. And if it comes down to here, but what we don't want to see is we don't want it breaking this low, which will be underneath the golden pocket. We don't want to see that, because what could happen is the price does this, breaks this level, take out my magnet tool, comes up and does another lower high, breaking this level too. Now what we're doing is we're continuing the downtrend. So again, paint the fence. What we want to see is the break of this high. That's what we want to see. But it's okay if it pulls back, because it's healthy if it does. This is our target right here. So basically where I do this, it's okay to do this. Now, could you enter right now? You could. For me, I wouldn't though, because I would like to see it pull back. Now, on the 15-minute time frame, let's say it pulls back, goes up, comes down, goes up, breaks this level, not the numbers, but this level on a 15-minute time frame, you can enter. You know, and so it did a few things. One, it retraced after the run up. Two, on a lower time frame, it broke its high. And then three, now the next step is it needs to break this. And then when it does, you could either enter again, and you never want to put 100% of your entry at one spot. You always want to do scaling into the trade. And then you can enter again here, or wait for it to run up, pull back, and then go up again, and rinse, repeat. So I hope you like that, guys. Hope you like that. Man, we're already an hour and a half. Good Lord. Good Lord. Let's see here. So yes, thank you for that. Appreciate you, Sen. Appreciate you, man, very much. Let's see here. Questions, comments, concerns, issues. Let me know. Let's me know. Let's see here. J Violet says, yay for membership. Yes. All set says, lots of nuggets here, Joe. Yep. And that's the thing too. Like everybody, except for a few, like Road Dog's one of them, he will show you how to trade. He will show you his thought process on setups. Same thing with Piper Academy Network. They will show you different things that they're doing as far as why they're entering trades. For me, instead of just giving you setups, I want to give you the whole thought process. What am I looking for? Why am I looking there? Why is this level more important than this level? And once again, what I'm doing is I'm not showing you something from a website. So when I first started, I would get told a lot to look it up. Look it up. And I had to look it up. And to me, I think these were kind of simple questions, but at the time I didn't know what they were. So instead of just pointing you to a website, I show you. Now there is a really good website. I forget what it is. Road Dog talks about it all the time. Bruskowski, Thomas Bruskowski. I think that's, I butcher the name. But on there's a lot of really great information for me. And that's Road Dog's favorite site, I think. I don't know. For me, that site looks too 1994-ish. I love Investopedia. Investopedia is my site that I love going to. And there they have 1-minute videos. They have key points. So it makes it a little bit easier. But that Thomas Bruskowski site, that one has a lot of really great information. So my point, what I do is I show you all this stuff and I give you my experience. Because that's the biggest thing, is experience. Some of the tools that I absolutely love. One, fib retracement. I love that. I love the VWAP. And the reason I love the VWAP, because it gives me the average. I love the average. This is the average of the volume. Not so much this volume. How come I can't see it? Come on, why is it not showing? Oh, because I don't have volume there. Let's see here. Let's come over here. So this volume from TradingView shows you volume based off of time. So each candle represents 1 hour. Now each candle represents 12 hours. So this volume is good to know that if there was an increase in volume based off of time. Now, what this volume does, it gives you information, the volume average, based off of the actual trading, So this to me is very important. Is it above the average or is it below the average? That's that. Bitcoin, are you updating? Not doing nothing. Come on, go down. Let's see here. So let's see, this 15-minute time frame. Let's go back to this watermark. Okay. So what I want to happen is I want, let's do this. I want this to break for my short. That's what I want. My band trade is still doing well, which is good. For my short, I do not want this zone to break for my short. And if it breaks, well then we go along. Now it's, you could see an inverse head and shoulders. I mean, if you squint your eyes really tight, shake your head really fast, turn around in your chair 20 times, and then look at it, then you might see inverse hidden shutters. But this right here is what I don't want it to break. If it does break it, okay, well then this would be more than likely the bounce. We don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. Sin says, turn on notifications and catch Joe streams when they start. Yeah. So of course I do go live every single day. Put in this right here. I do go live every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then make sure the notification bell's on, because then I do some midnight streams at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right about the time that Road Dog finishes and the MAD finishes, Markets After Dark from the Piper Academy Network. So that's usually when I go live, right around 12. Road Dog says, strong is the alpha Joe presents. Thank you, my man. Google is your best friend. I remember that. And Blue Skowski is definitely a nerd, but he's a rich nerd. There you go. Probably got a hot wife too. Yeah. But Blue Skowski. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. So right now, my Bitcoin's not moving. Do something, Bitcoin. Do something. Okay, so for my trading account, once again, this is a $10 account. Went to 25, then 35, then back to 10. Because again, I'm trading very high leverage, and to me, it's a challenge. Right now, I am cheating though. I'm doing very low leverage for this account. This account, it's, you know, can we do it with very high leverage? Now, granted, I've made, and for me, I treat this as, for every dollar I lose, I think of it as losing $100. For every dollar I win, I think of it as winning 100. And doing this, you know, there are times where I'm good on my risk management. I only want to risk 50 cents. Let me see here. I believe it is here. I do want to show this to y'all. Okay. Did it come up? I do want to show this to y'all. So for risk management, since I have, well, right now it's like 40 something dollars, I think. And I want to risk 2% of my portfolio. That means I can only lose 80 cents. But sometimes I do like 2.5% of my portfolio. So it's like $1. And there are some times where I go a little bit more. I'll do like on a $40 thing, I might do like a 5%. Now, I don't do this all the time. I do this every once in a while. Now, this is how I can get wrecked really fast. Now, again, $40, it's nothing, right? But what if this was 400, 4,000, or 40,000, or even more? So what you have to do is this is a great training skill to where it's discipline. Like, man, I can only lose $2 on this one. And then sometimes I'll set this for $2. It's like, you know, I don't like how it's looking, and I'll close it. And I'll lose like 30 cents, 50 cents. So in essence, I'm using lower risk management. But before, whenever I would hear you can only risk 1% of your investment or your portfolio, I'm like, 1%, that's nothing. Let's say my portfolio was $1,000. 1% of that is what, $10? So I was thinking I could only trade with $10. Granted, man, come on, Bitcoin. So I thought I could only trade with $10. I can't make money with $10, but that's not the thing. The thing is, you want to only lose $10 if you lose. So you can trade with $50, $20, $100, $1,000, but you can only lose $10. So wherever your stop loss is at, that's what you're willing to lose, which is 1% of your portfolio. That I did not understand. Come on, Bitcoin. So I don't like it that it's above my VWAP and this. I really did think that was going to come down. I thought it was going to break this level. And you're thinking, oh, Joe, it's only 10 cents. Like, why even worry about it? I'm treating this like it's a lot of money. Like that's the mindset I have, to where, like, I want to bring it back up to $50. That's my goal. This was looking good. I was hoping that it would come up, get rejected right around the same area where it's at, then roll over, breaking this level, possibly coming down to here. And then now here is where it's going to get really juicy. You know, am I going to bounce in this area, or is it going to continue coming down? Yeah, I was looking at IP token earlier. So right now we got this curvature up. We have a high, lower high, maybe the lower high here. We'll see. Lower high. Let's check out ICP. I mean IP. Yeah, I was actually looking at that one earlier. Okay, look over here. Okay, everything looks good. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go IP. Oh, I actually have it. So yeah, I was looking at this one, man. I think I was looking at it right here. I was like, oh, it's coming down. Let's see if it rolls over or if it creates a pivot. And I completely missed this pivot. Yeah, it's kicking butt. We talked about this one about 2 days ago, or a day and a half ago. And this was our entry on YouTube. It almost hit our 43%, but really nice retracement coming up. Man, look at that nice bounce right there. That looks good. See, our mentor used to say, pretend as if it's the last dollar you have. Yep. Very true. Very true. Right now I'm down 4%. Yeah, this one's killing it. Man, I really wish I entered this one, but I was waiting for it though. And I got busy. And that's the thing too. Like, you're not going to get all these coins. You're not going to get all these trades. Let's see here. Any comments, questions, concerns, issues? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm getting a little tired. It's gonna be 2 o'clock in the morning. Man, earlier today, I was literally charting, and it's like, and my brain is thinking, why isn't the mouse moving? My brain was telling my hand to move, but my eyes were like this, and then like, whoa. I said, I need to snap out of this. I have a few live streams I gotta watch. I gotta do my live stream. So, see, my friend keeps on telling me to short Pi, but no. My opinion, no. Go Pi, USDT. That sucker's been taking off. Look at that. 15-minute time frame. I mean, maybe now. It's too dangerous. Like, it's too bullish. Could you right now? Sure, of course. It's far away from the moving the VWAP. It might come down to here, but it's too bullish. It's way too bullish. And you could make, money, but Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's very bullish on it, that, you know, everybody thought it was going to dump and it's doing really well. Extremely high risk. I mean, if you did, I would do like a 2x leverage. It's too dangerous. I mean, before, normally I jump on this 5x leverage, 20x leverage, whatever it was, and then whoop, I get stopped out. Ah, crap. And it starts coming down, go again, and whoop, I get stopped out. Like, oh, come on. And it just keeps on and keeps on and keeps on. It's like, it's right now, it's got too much hype on it, in my opinion. But see, Kelly says, I keep falling asleep. I'm going to bed early tonight. Make sure to get some rest. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed right now too. Well, not, I'll probably stay for another couple hours, but I'm gonna end the show. I do thank you very much. We're only down 0.1%. Yeah, only down 0.1%. Bring this back over here. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's go. So my band, I almost got stopped out. What was the other coin I was in? Was I in Link? I think I was in Link. I don't remember. I think I was. I think I entered Link around here. It started coming down, breaking me low. My VWAP. Coming up, getting rejected on the VWAP, coming down below my 9 SMA on the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, 5 minute. So now I'm kind of watching this like, uh-oh, is it going to break this level? So right now it's like, no, cut my loss. And then band. I'm surprised I didn't get stopped out yet. Like, I expect it to come down here. We'll see. If I do get stopped out, hopefully it comes down in here so I can re-enter it again. Bitcoin. I'm gonna get it. See, sleep. I thought we were all vampires. Oh man. Pretty soon, none of us will be getting sleep. So here's the poll. The poll is, do you think the bull run will start in March? 27% said yes. May, 23% said yes. July, 14% said July. And then an overwhelming 36% said, I don't care. Just start already. I agree. I agree completely. See here, Road Dog says short should be printing. Yeah. Yeah. On a higher time frame. This is ugly. We had to kind of close here. But the only thing giving us hope are these wicks. And hopefully it comes up and we come back and this is a bear trap. So I didn't post any shorts in my group. I mean, we were already in a short already, and this one did nice. Oh, so I think this was on your show, Road Dog, about Solana. I posted this in my group a little bit ago, and it said, you know, there's 3 days for the token unlock, March 1st, token unlock, $1.6 billion worth. That is 11.2 million sold. Total of 2.25%. Huge unlock. Now, of course, we did take this down to here. We ended up closing our trade today. Our last target barely got missed, but I just told everybody, I said, just close out your trade. Consider it, you know, done already. Now, March 1st, which is this line right here, is the unlock. Now, I'm thinking we might get a slight pump beforehand, get rejected around this level. Again, candle body, close, and also candle wick, creating this zone. Maybe come up to here, come down, break through this level, and I think the least we'll get, which might be what we might get, I don't know, but about 14% pullback from where it's currently at to run this level. Now, if it pulls back even further, almost like a 30% pullback from its current spot, we're looking at around 99.44. This is just my thought process on it. And I have my alert here in case we do come down to it. And I do also have my alert up top at 161.90, just in case they just spike the price. Where it goes up, we get alerted, we don't enter. We wait for the retrace, and then we wait for it to start coming back up. Lower time frame, maybe 1 hour. Because this one I do believe will do very well after it recovers, in my opinion. That's a huge unlock, yeah. Very true. Very true. Let's see here. Bitcoin. Bring this over. All right, so that is it for me, guys. I do thank you guys very much. We'll do this. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? We might do this tomorrow as well at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you in the next one. Let's see here. I think I keep getting 118 and dipping below 100. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. I think it would too. I mean, I hope it goes between like 133 and 135. I think this will be a decent area, decent pullback. But then we have this. Like, this is like the extreme. I don't think this is going to happen. And this is on the 4-hour time frame, I believe. Anyway, but yeah, this is a 4-hour time frame deal. But I don't think this will happen though. But we'll see. We shall see. All right. So I do thank you guys very much. And if you haven't already, definitely smash the like. You guys are the best. Each one of you are my favorites. Let you know that. Thank you guys so much. Special shout out to EW for all of the super chats today. You really made my day. Okay, appreciate you. Thank you. And as always, manage your risk. You don't always have to be in a trade. We'll see you on the next one. And as always, let's make this money. Take care, guys. All right. No outro today. Just me saying thank you so much. See here, Road Dog Crypto says, at least I don't brag about buying at 109. Never taking profits. Like a certain guru. Yeah. We talked about this coin, and I gave this coin to y'all back in 2021. That's like, dude, really? Yeah, it's fun. I haven't watched them in a long time. I need more content, so I'll probably watch them. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.